Okay, without the emitter follower, the 270 ohm would overload the first stage. But with the emitter follower, its impedance effect is increased by a factor of beta. Instead of appearing like 270 ohm, it now looks like 27 kilo ohm in both the DC and AC equivalent circuit. So what they are saying that if we connect this RL directly here, then this amplifier sees RL as 270 ohm and it will overload the CE amplifier. Instead of that, now it will see the input impedance of second amplifier as a load for the first amplifier, and that is now 270 into beta, that is 27k. So 27k is the resistance available here, so that will not overload the amplifier. This demonstration demonstrates how an emitter follower can act as a buffer between high output impedance and a low resistive load. So if your RL is low, then you need to use the emitter follower. Why it is called buffer? Because it will whatever voltage gain is available here, that signal will be coupled to CC amplifier. CC amplifier is having the current gain of 1, so the voltage will be appeared as it is, but it will allow this impedance matching, because here if we connect the low impedance, then CE amplifier will overload. Instead of that, we are connecting CC, which is providing here high input impedance, so that overload is avoided. The example shows you the effect of overloading a CE amplifier. The load resistance should be much greater than the DC collector resistance to get the maximum voltage gain. We just be the opposite. The load resistance is much smaller than the DC collector resistance of 3.6 kilo ohm. Okay, let's see the example. What is the voltage gain of CE amplifier in? So we need to find out the voltage gain of this for a beta given 100. So for the same figure, let's find out the voltage gain. The DC voltage of the CE is 1.8 and the DC emitter current is 1.1. So you can find out, DC emitter voltage is 1.1 volt. So you can find out the DC emitter current is 1.61 milliampere. Okay, to perform the DC analysis, we will make this capacitor open, okay, and then you can find out the DC values. And the AC resistance of the emitter diode will be RE dash is 15.5 ohm. Next, we need to calculate the input impedance of the emitter follower. Since there are no biasing resistor, the input impedance equals the input impedance looking into the base. Now Zin will be nothing but beta and RE. So that is equal to 27 kilo ohm. The AC collector resistance of C amplifier is RC parallel RL. The AC collector resistance will be RC parallel RL. So here what is your RL? RL is the input impedance of second stage. Input impedance of second stage will act as a load to the first stage. So RC parallel RL will become 3.18 ohm. So that 3.18 divided by EV. So you get RC parallel RL upon RE, that is equal to RC parallel RL upon RE dash equal to 205. So you will get the voltage gain for the first stage is 205. Suppose the emitter follower is removed and a capacitor is used to couple the AC signal to 270 ohm directly, then what happens to the voltage gain? So now let us assume the condition that we are not using the CC amplifier here, but we are directly connecting a capacitor and a 270 ohm load resistance here. Then what happens? So if we directly connect the 270 ohm load resistor, the value of RE dash and other calculations will remain same for the CE state for DC analysis 515.5 ohm, but the AC collector resistance is much lower. AC collector resistance will be 3.6K parallel with 270K, so it will be 251 ohm. Because of this, your voltage gain is 251 ohm upon 15 ohm, only 16.2. Initially it was 205, but now it is only 16.2. So what we seen here, that if we directly connect the low load resistance, if the value of load resistance is less, only 270 ohm, then our voltage gain is compromised. Instead of that, we connect cascade CE plus CC, CE plus CC, so that we can get here our impedance matching, and this will act as buffer. Whatever voltage gain available here, that will simply pass, because we know when we connect uh, amplifiers in cascade, amplifier in series, then the voltage gain will be multiplied. So whatever voltage gain here, suppose here is AV1 and here is AV2, and final voltage gain will be AV1 into AV2, but this CC is having always voltage gain 1. So whatever AV1 here and this is AV2 is 1. So finally whatever signal is available, it will be simply available at the output. So it will act as a buffer plus impedance matching tool. The next topic is Darlington connections. Darlington connection is a connection of two transistors whose overall gains equal the product of individual current gain. So Darlington connection is the two cascade connection of CC transistors, common collector transistors. Since the current gain is much higher, Darlington connection can have very high input impedance and can produce very large output currents. Darlington connections are often used with the voltage regulator, power amplifier, and high current switching applications. The figure shows a Darlington pair Q1 and Q2. Since the emitter current of Q1, the emitter current of Q1 will become a base current for Q2. Okay, emitter current of Q1 will become the base current for Q2. The Darlington pair has an overall current gain. Suppose this transistor is having current gain beta 1 and this transistor is having current gain beta 2, and your overall current gain will be beta 1 into beta 2. So if transistor is having the current gain of 200, your final current gain beta will be 200 into 200, 40,000. So this much high current gain value you can achieve by using the Darlington pair. Okay, the analysis of circuit using Darlington transistor is almost identical to emitter follower analysis. With the Darlington transistor, since there are two transistors, there are two VBE drops. The base current of Q2 is same as the emitter current of Q1 that we have seen. Also using the previous equation, the input impedance at the base of Q1 can be found by beta 1, beta 2, Re, or stated as beta into Re. Here the beta is nothing but beta 1 into beta 2. So the input impedance here will be beta 1 into beta 2 into Re. Okay, now let us solve this problem and then you will understand how to calculate the values. Each transistor has a beta value of 100. What is the overall current gain? Base current of Q1, that is Q1 base current we want to find out, and the input impedance at the base of Q1. So first of all, to find out the DC values, VB1. So we want to find out the VB. So consider this capacitor as open. So it is 20 upon 20 plus 10 into 15. So that is 10 volt VB1. So here VB1 is 10 volt. The overall current gain is beta is equal to beta 1 into beta 2, that is equal to 10,000. The DC emitter current of Q2, that is IE2. Here there is a 10 volt available. So what is the voltage available here? Is that will be 10 minus 0.7 minus 0.7. So two transistor connected like this, so 0.7 drop here, 0.7 drop here, total drop will be 1.4. So 10 minus 1.4 divided by 60, that is RE. Okay, as this capacitor is open, we are having 10 minus 0.7 minus 0.7, so that is 10 minus 1.4 divided by 60. So 10 minus 1.4 divided by 60, that is IE2, that is 143 milliampere. The emitter current of Q1 is equal to the base current of Q2. So IE1 is equal to IB2. So what is, we have the value of IE2, that is this IE2 we calculated. 10 minus 1.4 divided by RE, we calculated IE2. So what is IB2? Is IE2 by beta 2. So finally you get IE1 or IB2 is equal to 1.43 milliampere. So the base current of Q1, IB1, is nothing but IE1 upon beta 1. So you get IB1. To find out the input impedance at the base of Q1, first solve RE. The AC emitter resistance is 60 parallel 30 ohm. So that is equal to 20 ohm. The input impedance of Q1 base will be beta RE. So that is equal to 10,000 into RE, that is equal to 200 kilo ohm. Now you can also have a circuit called complementary Darlington, where we are using one PNP transistor and one NPN transistor. A connection of NPN and PNP transistor. The collector current of Q1 is a base current for Q2. If the PNP transistor has a current gain beta 1 and the NPN transistor has a current gain of beta 2, then the final current gain will be beta 1 into beta 2. Similarly, the Darlington pair.